So, you know how I told you that we weren't going to have a show today? That was kind of a lie and kind of true. We didn't pre-tape one because I didn't have time to, and with all the holiday shit going on, we weren't going to go live either. But I did have the next best thing. I thought at the last minute, in the 11th hour, what if we pulled one out of the vault that a lot of the That's Based listeners probably haven't heard before? The OGs will know what I'm talking about. Once upon a time, I was on this podcast called Bread and Circuses. This was 6 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago it started. And it was with another comic named Nick Kohler. And we would sometimes just bullshit and have fun and be silly. Sometimes we would have guests on, other comedians. And then sometimes every now and then we would get an interview that was like way out of our league. And this was one of them. So I reached out on a whim, didn't think we'd ever hear anything back, from this guy named John McAfee. Now, a lot of you have probably heard that name. John McAfee, the founder of McAfee Antivirus. I mean, he's done all kinds of stuff. You've seen all the Showtime and all the other documentaries about him. He lived quite an interesting life. Well, I don't even want to say the grace of God because it ended very unfortunately, but we were actually the last people to interview John McAfee before he was imprisoned and, if you believe the Spanish government, committed suicide. So I just figured we'd roll this one out because I don't have anything else to play for you guys this week. I know there's all kinds of stuff going on in the world. We'll get to that next week if it's still relevant by then. But I figured we would just go real deep into it. So here's the preface. When we were talking to him, they had certain conditions. They would not do a show on StreamYard. It had to be under a certain time frame. It was a whole bunch of deals. So the audio is going to suck. The video is going to suck. The backdrop's going to suck because it was in an apartment I was living in. I don't want to say it was the hood, but it was a fucking shithole. We'll leave it at that. But it was a good time. It's grainy. They had to do it on Zoom. That was the only thing he would do an interview on. It's grainy. It's gritty. And it's John McAfee at his finest in his final interview. Anyway, this show's brought to you by our sponsors at Hot Salt, firecracker.farm with the promo code BASE, not .com.org or .net, firecracker.farm. With the promo code BASE, you're going to save 10% off your order at the checkout on Hot Salt. Hot Salt's a combination of Mediterranean sea salt, scorpion pepper, and Carolina Reaper, and it goes great on everything. Made on a family farm with love, so you don't got to worry about tariffs or any of the other foreign bullshit getting into it. Firecracker.farm, F-A-R-M, with the promo code BASE, you'll save 10% off your order at the checkout. Anyway, like I said, we'll be back next week with your regularly scheduled programming. But in the meantime, enjoy this interview, the final interview that anybody ever did with the late, great John McAfee. Rest in peace, brother.
Cool. I saw a recording button. It didn't say who it was.
Yeah, it's recording. We're good.
I'm always assuming it's the CIA when I see a recording button.
Us too.
I don't have as much of a reason for them to come after me that they know of. But what the fuck is up, friends? It's Bread and Circuses. You guys know you've been promoted from people to friends now. We've been doing this long enough. That's how it is. It's Caleb Salvatore.
That's Nick Kohler here, and we're here with the
most interesting man in the world.
Yeah, the one, the only, man. John McAfee.
John McAfee. How's it going, my friend?
It's going good. We traveled to Barcelona to Catalonia this weekend. I was invited to speak at the Freedom Conference there. Met a lot of wonderful people. Got to hear both sides of the Catalonia situation. There's no right or wrong here. There's just a bunch of anger, and nobody's listening. But anyway, I spoke my piece, and we came back this morning, and we're having a blast, by the way.
Where are you guys at right now, if you don't mind me asking?
I'd have to kill you if I told you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I figured.
He's somewhere.
That's one of those
unknown.
things. It's like as soon as you say it, it's like I shouldn't say that, but I'm going to sound really fucking dumb if I just cut myself off. So.
he's in parts unknown right now. That's for the crowd out
not
there.
not even our closest friends know where we are.
Oh, okay. So he's not going to tell us.
For
Probably not. I mean, if you could sneak some good drugs in here that were, susceptible to your cause, maybe I might reveal something. But
let me talk to you after the recording goes off.
That's now, John. Just for any of the people listening here that just aren't as well versed in the situation here, I would like to hear it from you, and I'm sure the people would as well, why you have to, like, you know, be as secretive as you are. And there is good reason, I assure the people out there, but why not hear it from the guy himself?
All right. Okay. Well, I've always been sort of on the front lines of rebellion and against corruption because there's so much of it around, and it's impossible for corruption not to touch you.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's someone at the driver's license bureau, in the police department, a judge, a bailiff, it's everywhere. So I don't care for it. I really don't. I don't like being shaken down in a world where I have worked hard to get where I am. So I've always been outspoken. Nothing much happened. I haven't paid taxes for 9 years, almost going on 10 now. But I told the government I'm not paying it. Income taxation is illegal. It's unconstitutional. You didn't have one until 1913 and got along just fine. So I'm not paying. They never bothered me for, I don't know, 7 years. Right? Never said a word. I just never filed. I didn't file a fraudulent return. I just said I didn't file it. Okay. So, however, I started speaking out about crypto and how, because crypto is, it's the goose that laid the golden egg in terms of my philosophies in life, right? I'm here for the average man, for the small person, for those of us under the crush of oppression from the financial institutions that control America and much of the world. So when I started speaking out, how, listen, if you're using privacy coins and distributed exchanges, if you want to be honest about your taxes, tell them every penny you made, where it came from. I'm selling whatever. I'm selling drugs on the dark net. Who cares? Don't tell them what, but this is what I made. Or if you're the average person and know that no one will know one way or the other, whatever number you come up with, maybe you're not going to pay your fair share. You and I both, and everybody listening to me knows nobody's going to pay. This is human nature. So I've been promoting that. I've been telling people how cryptocurrencies can allow the individual to shrug off the yoke of financial institutions that are controlling them today through fiat currencies, through banking, through regulations, laws, through monitoring. Listen, I understood this as a free country, and it used to be. When I was a kid, it was a free country. It's disappeared, and I've watched it disappear over my 74 years. I'm not going to stand idly by. So, in any case, in January of this year, the Internal Revenue Service indicted myself, Janice, and 4 of our workers on unspecified felonious tax evasion charges. Right? Now, according to the law, if you haven't filed, you cannot have committed fraud.
Right.
I wasn't evading anybody, but here's where I live. I'm not paying you taxes. No evasion there, right? No, it just suddenly hit a raw point because governments are terrified of what crypto and the blockchain might do to the authoritarian rule that they have over the people today. So I'm on the run. I'm in a hello, Miss Junior. Okay. I'm in a Faraday cage. What does that mean? It's a room. This is our communications room that no signal can enter or leave. And in addition, we have 8-channel signal jammers everywhere to jam any signal that's going out. So there's simply no way that anyone can find us. We travel free. We travel freely. We showed up yesterday in Catalonia in support of the Catalonians. So anyway, we're living fine. It's just that we are on the run. And
Have you
if
have
I'm
you
caught,
caught?
I can continue speaking. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna ask because of that room there. Have you caught any U.S. surveillance like techniques at all, like in the past like couple of years or anything like that? Like, what have you found specific that the U.S. government has like
Well,
tried to do?
you're talking about electronically spying on me? Is that what you're saying? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, anything. Because I know that they have the capability to do some really scary
well,
stuff.
they set us up in the Dominican Republic 3.5 months ago, so that when our boat arrived, we were surrounded not by immigration and customs, which the law demands, but by their internal executive branch, which after 4 days of haggling insisted that I go back to America, even though I had not arrived from America.
Yeah.
I also popped out my British passport. I have dual citizenship. I said, if you're going to send me somewhere, send me to England. And they insisted, but thank God we had lawyer representation. And when it looked like we were going to actually go to court, they were so fucking nice. I mean, at that point, Janice and I were taken out of a rotting jail cell, and we were taken to the airport VIP room and hand in hand with the Dominican Republic general.
Oh my God.
Because had that gone to court, that would have unraveled a lot of shit that the CIA is doing, the American government is doing, and the entire Caribbean region. So in any case, I played the separation of powers card. In the Dominican Republic, it's a democracy. They actually have a real judicial system. Praise God. When they fuck with you in a big time like they did with us in front of the press, I'm not talking about grabbing you on a street corner, okay? No, with the world watching. And you are absolutely right by law, and it's recorded by the people themselves. All the things that they have broken. Well, fuck me, when that happens and the person doesn't cave in, like most would, they put you in a jail cell, and it's ugly and hot and scary, and think of 4 days of softening up. When we say go back to America, he's going to go, God, please just don't put me back in the cell. Well, fuck me, I was laughing in my cell and having fun with my cellmates. Put me back there. I give a flying fuck. However, said my lawyers, which they had to let me see, two of them, when I saw what was happening, I said, file a brief with the courts saying that no one can deport me to any place until the courts have heard the case. And we had so much fucking documentation proving all this was just a scam to get me back to America. A lot of embarrassed people. In any case, that's one example. They keep trying to break through my multiple layers of VPNs. Well, good luck with that, people. Okay?
Imagine being the guy like sitting behind a cubicle, just like I'm the guy going after John McAfee. Like that's your job, is just to go after John McAfee.
Now, we have to be limited. We don't carry telephones with us. That's Junior, none of our staff. Nobody around me is allowed to have an electronic device on their person outside of this room. So that's kind of a limitation, but you know what? We thrive. We talk more. I don't know.
Yeah.
It has not hurt us. But these are some of the restrictions that we have to have. And we can't just pick up a phone and call an old friend. That is not possible. Although, where's my magic phone? I do have here, at a tiny cost of no more than $30,000 or $40,000, a telephone that I can actually use going across grids owned by various governments, and impossible to trace, because at each tangent, at each point where that is shunted to some other location, that entire chain is owned by friends of mine. So I can actually call you. What is your phone number? Does this work today?
Mine? You want to call me?
Yeah, because I want you to see. I want you to see the number that pops up. Okay.
Okay.
Hang
Yeah,
on.
you ready?
No,
All
not
right.
yet. I'm an
Yeah.
old man. I can barely see. So now, all right, back here. There we go. Wyland. It takes a second. Okay.
You're good.
All right. Okay. Well, there we are. And then hit this. Now, are you in America?
I am
Are
in
you in
America.
America?
Yep. I'm
Okay,
in
I think
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Yes, sir.
I bet Nebraska never got a phone call from this location before.
Let's see.
Now watch, the feds are gonna tap my
What's
phone.
it?
Yeah, I know, right? Your
What
My
glass
number?
shattered.
So the area code is 402
402. Yes.
682
682
1951.
1951.
Oh, this is
Fuck.
nuts.
My phone is
All
never gonna stop ringing.
I know, right?
Ooh.
All right, it's ringing.
Is it?
Yep, there you are.
Oh my God.
All right. Now, why don't you read the phone number it came from?
731-803-2457.
All right. That's my phone that's registered, and it's a dead number. If you try to call that number, it's dead. I haven't paid anything on it in years. Registered in Tennessee, that I've had for 15 years. I have it arranged so that when I call from this phone,
That is so cool.
my old number. Now you tell me. Now I'm giving something away now. Okay, I don't care. I'm so far ahead of you pricks. I'm talking about the government. All right.
Yeah.
So ahead of you pricks that it's okay to divulge one of my major tools here. How long have you sons of bitches been trying to figure out how my phone is still active and running in fucking Lithuania? All right. So now, and I'm not in Lithuania. So this is my magic phone. Not many people have this technology. All right. But I do.
That's what I love about you, John, is that not only are you like you're ahead of the IRS, the most evil association, group of men in
Right.
history,
He just
but
brags about it.
you're ahead of them,
He's like,
flipping them off as you
"Fuck
do it.
you."
Yeah, I love it.
And I want to get this on the air right now. I have never been suicidal. I do not have child pornography on my computer.
Yes.
So whatever hack attempts they make at me, not me. Investigate that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they will make up a case. See, listen, if you talk to me, by the way, for more than half an hour, you go on the red flag list, okay?
Mhm.
You must be friends of mine, or I know you, or we are intimate. And you'll have black cars following you around for 10 years.
Heck yeah.
Just telling you.
Hmm.
I'm exaggerating. That's a joke.
You're
Now I'm gonna
joking
be
about
super
that.
paranoid.
You're joking about that, but I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Sometimes it turns out not to be a joke, but that's extremely rare. So I
Hmm.
would not worry.
Yeah, no, I know. It's
Talk about publicity there for that.
I know, right? I'm not really relevant enough for them to come after me. My boogaloo memes might draw me some
Yeah.
I don't know. What's your opinion on the boogaloo, John?
On the what?
The boogaloo? Or are you not
Google Earth?
boogaloo?
It's like a code name for the big happening that
The
all the
overthrowing of the government.
yeah.
You know, I've been underground for a few days, getting to the Catalonian Freedom Convention secretly without being caught. So I'm not up on the news. Tell me what's happening.
Oh, this has been a meme that's been going around the internet for a while now. It's making jokes about like fighting the ATF and violently
FBI.
overthrowing the government.
Yeah. It's basically code word for the happening.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I'll look it up as soon as I hang up. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, because it's pretty important because of like stuff going on in like Hong Kong or even like the stuff that was going on in Mexico just like last week. So
And stuff going on everywhere.
yeah.
Catalan, I mean, voted 92% of the populace voted for independence in December of 2017.
Oh yeah,
Um,
we haven't really covered this topic at all. I don't think on air
Catalonia?
at all. Yeah, Catalonia. So I'll have John
probably
just like
knows more than us.
a real good background of it, because I doubt people in America really know too much about it.
okay, all right. So they voted for independence from Spain in 2017 in December. The Spanish government said the vote was illegal, even though this was the purest vote from any democracy. I mean, what do they let you vote on, people? Let's get real. They let you vote on who's president, who's in the House. Um, do they let you vote on anything truly important? Why don't you let us vote on we want to pay less taxes or half the taxes or no taxes? Let us vote on some shit that actually touches us. Does that ever happen? No. But in Catalonia, for the first time, vote on do you want to be part of Spain or not? 92% said no. Spain sent in the police, arrested most of the leaders. The president of Catalonia is in hiding even today in Brussels, and they've just arrested a horde more of people who were involved in this legitimate political process of having a vote. Now, is that any different from America? I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
Right.
Catalonia is divided into 7 different parties. It looks like chaos, but there is no deadly power struggle going on as there is in America, where there's only 2.
Hmm.
There are 2 princes, and the princes aren't the presidents and who's in Congress. No one gives a shit. No, the princes are the people who are not elected, the people behind the people that you elect. And these people rule America, for God's sake. A 3-year-old could reason that out. And so when something happens like in Catalonia, where there's nothing more obvious, 92% in a UN monitored vote voted to leave Spain, part of the constitutional requirements. And then suddenly the police are in beating, and they're still doing it today, beating women and children and old ladies with batons in violent fashion. People, don't go to Fox and CNN and the networks for news. You don't find anything. You're on social media. Do a hashtag Catalonia or hashtag Catalan riots.
Yeah, I remember a couple of years ago they were like on. You could find a little bit about it, but then it just kind of went away.
Yeah.
I remember them doing the vote. So
Because it's a tiny part of the world no one has heard about. But goddamn, there are 10 million people here in Catalan. I mean, that's a substantial part of the world's population.
and it's like
And
the
it
richest
actually,
region of Spain too, isn't it? From what I know.
I'm sorry?
Isn't it? I think it's like the richest region of Spain. Like where Spain gets most of their GDP is from Catalonia, from what I
think so,
understand.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And this is the reason. And by the way, after the election, not a single nation would recognize the results. Why? Because if Catalan can just suddenly decide, we don't want to be part of you anymore. We don't want to be in a union with Spain any longer. And we're going to leave. Seems like a reasonable fucking righteous thing to ask or to say. And if that were allowed, can you imagine? California's going to be next, I promise you. We are separating from America. And then you're going to have Texas and finally Las Vegas, and then what? Chaos. So in all seriousness, they can't allow a democracy to determine its own future, totally separate from the power structure. That can't be allowed, and that's our problem today. That's my opinion. Sorry to take so long.
No,
No,
you're
this
good.
is
We love hearing it. Yeah,
yeah.
that's an issue a lot of people don't know a lot about. I remember following it a little bit a couple of years ago, and yeah, like Nick said, it just kind of fell off the face of the earth there. So
The only reason I know anything about like Spanish politics is because I have a high school teacher that I'm still pretty close with that's from Spain, like from northern area. So
yeah,
he would tell me about how like is that what they preferred to have their region called as Catalan?
I'm sorry.
They prefer to have it be called Catalan, not Catalonia.
Well, it is Catalan. It's actually Cataluna is the
Ah,
name of it.
oh, okay.
And
okay.
they have their own language, which is way closer to French than it is Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
And they have their own culture, their own ideals, their own identity.
Yeah,
And so this is why I took an interest. I mean, if in fact the most blatant expression of the public's will, 92% in an open monitored election,
yeah.
we don't want to be unioned with Spain any longer. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they can't allow that, can they? And yet
No.
this is really the will of the people. So what is democracy here? We've got a crisis. We have a crisis in democracy and in the structures that support that democracy. And what's happened is that financial systems have brought our democracy in America to its knees. See this, and then everything else falls into place.
Yeah, democracy tries to get rid of the status quo. I mean, look at like with the UK with trying to leave the European Union. That's like 3 years now. It's 2 years since that's happened now.
Yeah.
And where have they gone from it?
Yeah, it's
Mm.
it's nasty. So switching to
All right,
America.
we have time for one more question, gentlemen.
Yes.
We got a late start, unfortunately, and my schedule is now cramped. So
Oh, you're good. So let's switch to American politics. You're running for president. How are we going to make that work?
I hope not. I mean, I don't want to be president. I mean, who in their right mind wants to be president? Because no, presidents have no power. They have the appearance of power. But you sit in that chair and you have 1,000 strings attached to you. You become the world's most sophisticated puppet, controlled by Congress, the Senate, but more importantly, by the party that brought you into power and can remove your power whenever they choose. Do you understand?
Yeah.
This is party political system. The personalities no longer matter, folks. It's the party that matters. The nameless faces that do not have to be elected and therefore can remain anonymous, that pull the strings, that tell people what to do. And when I say people, the president, for example. The presidents don't come in and sit at their desk and start barking orders. They come in and sit at their desk and they are briefed. People think briefing means, well, here's the problem in the Middle East and here's the problem. No, briefing is, here's the reality, Mr. President. You're here for 4 years, maybe 8 if you're lucky. I've been here for 35, and Ted here has been here for 30. And we know what's going on because our secret covert agencies tell us. Those agencies are the CIA, the FBI, military intelligence, the NSA. And these covert agencies inform the bosses. The bosses then sit back and digest it and go, well, what shall we tell the president? Because, listen, does the president have a need to know? Not according to the bosses, not according to the party leaders, not according to the intelligence community. One more person knowing this shit is one more risk for America. So I don't want that job. I don't want the job as the head of a party. No, I want the job of standing on the national stage while running And when people ask me, what will you do your first term in president, your first day as a president, I'll say, have you all lost your fucking minds? I'm John McAfee. Nobody in their right fucking mind could believe I could be president. And if you do, move the fuck out of your mother's basement.
Heck yeah.
So this is the reality, but I am good at getting the stage, gentlemen. I always have been. I ran in 2016, got on the national stage, Fox News, debates with the Libertarian Party, got my point across. I've got a much bigger point to make now. And that stage is all I'm asking, and I will have it, gentlemen, one way or the other. I mean, if I have to go out and buy baby dolls and pour ketchup on their heads and pretend they're children and eat them in order to get a stage.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, he's got a true point because, like, you know how the media is around here. The more ridiculous it is, the more they're going to pay attention to it. Exactly.
Duh. Well, what are people? What are people truly interested in? No, not what they say they're interested in, but what are they truly? Let's look at them in a random moment when there's not a thought in their head. You're on a freeway, the air is blue, the sky is blue, the air is warm, you see birds flying by, the grass is green, and a horrible fucking accident is right around the corner. Parts of bodies everywhere. What do people do? They go, oh, too bad, and then go back to looking at the birds. So, Timmy, look at the robin. Like, no. They come to a halt, slam on the brakes, and stare. This is who we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Magnified by the corruption of organizations, be them corporate or government. So, anyway, I've overtalked.
You're good.
It's
We like
all
to
right.
hear it. It's all,
I was
we
going
like
to
to hear
say,
people talk.
for that metaphor, I'd say most importantly, too, is what people do is they talk about it,
Right.
too. And that's like, it's like
Talk
you don't
about
even
it.
need to show it. People just talk about it for you for free.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me on. And
thanks
if even one of your viewers got any enjoyment out of this, and that could be very slim, but if they do, and you would like me to come back, work through Janice again. She is my boss. I do nothing that she does not tell me to do. She's back here with one of these cat o' nine tails that she bought at a sex shop or someplace, but it's effective.
For sure. And
that was a joke. For those of you who don't know my humor, that was a joke.
Yeah, our audience has a good sense of humor.
Our audience has a great sense of humor.
I'll give you a call when the black helicopters come circling around my apartment.
Hey, listen, if the black helicopters are circling, don't bother. I cannot fucking help you. All right? If you hear them coming over the hill, 4 miles away, then call me. I might be able to give you good advice. All right. And thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Have a good one, John.
Take care.
What's up, guys? Thanks for watching. Make sure you go down and like and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment if you're feeling really generous. Make sure you go like us on Facebook, Bread and Circuses by Big Bill Media. All of our other social media is also in the description link down below. Follow all that. December 7th, we've got Mr. Z's birthday at Wired. I'll be performing there. Nick will be as well with a bunch of other comics. Make sure you come out and check us out. We're also going to have a fuck ton more tour dates coming out soon. We're going to be announcing them real quick here. By the way, this Eagles trash in the background, that's Nick's, not mine. I'm Patriots all the way, baby. Peace the fuck out.